To help us put the experiences in context, we bring in CBS News business analyst Jill Schlesinger, who joins us from Long Island. Jill, you just heard some painful personal experiences, and we know even if you're not one of the 10 million Americans who just lost their job, this was tough. How should people at home be preparing?
I think this is one of those back to basics moments. You know, you hear these stories, I hear them all the time now, and it's really gut-wrenching. So what do you do with this information? You look at your own personal financial situation. You start prioritizing your bills well in advance of anything bad happening. The Consumer Financial Protection Bureau actually has a really good worksheet on its website, consumerfinance.gov, and you prioritize. Obviously, you put your food first, and then you go to your shelter, you go to your insurances, and if you have lost your job and you feel thwarted by your state's unemployment insurance platform, keep trying. And also know if you've lost your health insurance coverage, the Affordable Care Act actually allows you a special enrollment period if you've had a loss of income and a loss of a job. So you should absolutely check those things out. And be sure to know that if you ask landlords and utility companies for forbearance or a little breathing room, they're most likely going to give that to you. So don't hide, check out what you need to do, and ask for help where you need it.
But for some of the small businesses that we've heard from, they are trying to ask for help and they can't actually do it because the applications aren't up and functioning at a lot of the banks that will be lending out the money as part of this government program. What are you hearing about whether the money set aside was enough and if this is going to get going soon?
Well, I think that frustration on Friday was pretty dramatic. I must have gotten 100 different screenshots from people who had frustrations trying to apply, where the banks themselves were simply saying, we don't have enough information from the government. Then throughout the day, it seemed to get a little bit better. I would say if you're a small business, be very careful. Go through the programs that are available on the SBA website. Then you will apply. From the perspective of, is this enough? My fear is that the way the program is set up is essentially for companies to be able to bring their employees back on their payrolls, and they may not be up and running in 2 or 3 months. We got a data out, or a poll out rather, from the Chamber of Commerce, and when they polled a number of small business owners, 24% said they are going to be out of business within 2 months. So we've got to get the money faster to these people. They need help.
Does the economy look the same on the other side of this crisis?
I have been interviewing economists for the last, say, 6 weeks, and the views have really changed pretty dramatically from week to week. I don't think we will have an economy that is the same when we come out of this. You heard Dr. Gottlieb talk about an 80% economy. You've heard different people say that there's going to be winners and losers out of this. What I know in my heart, and I think what most of us are experiencing, is this is a once-in-a-generation kind of recession. It is going to be worse than the Great Recession. We are going to come out of it, but we are very clear in this. This economy and all of us will be changed forever.
Jill, thank you for your insight.
Sure.